Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alrighty, welcome back. We are playing Out of Ore, where I have been working on my factory here. Out of Ore, if you don't know, is pretty much like Satisfactory. It's just a factory building game where you are gathering ore out of the ground on a map that it is over 400,000 square kilometers. So like you pretty much can't run out of map. Um, and yeah, just gather up ore, smelt it into bars, and keep building conveyor systems to keep feeding the sorters and sort out as much material as you can. So, it clicked the hopper behind me and not the sifter here. So this is actually just from the last hour or so that I've been doing this. Um, so then once I gather all this stuff, I then run it over to these smelting machines and let it smelt away. Uh, there's also these wash tables down here. It looks like one stopped, so they make diamonds. I got 750 in that one. Another 800 in this one. So I definitely need to replenish some of these. Got 1600 rubies. And then we got lithium and silicon. Sadly, it doesn't actually show you the sides of my screen here, so that doesn't really help y'all at all. Um, So I think what I'm going to do is at the end of gathering all of this stuff, I will just say how much I got, and then we will watch the money climb when I sell it. As of right now, I'm already over 8,500 iron ore from this one no like mining deposit that I've been digging into here. So far I got 9,999 iron bars. So let's see what this stuff sells for. Luckily, it looks like that you can see. 454,955. So it's definitely a good start. Oh, I don't know why I had a 2 o'clock alarm set, but it went off. Um, wow, definitely getting quite a bit of money here. We got 1.3 mil, like 1.3 and a half mil. I have been working towards. I don't know if I want to get it now though. After using those other bulldozers, this big boy, I can actually afford it right now. Um, the one I have currently is this one, which weighs 64,000 pounds roughly, or kilograms. And I was gonna get this one that weighs more. But honestly, I can't really find a use for that yet. Um, I had originally wanted it because I was spawning my tractor up here and pushing the hillside down into the hoppers. But it was kind of annoying. I kept flipping a lot, and so I decided to just go down here and keep digging. So let's carry on and keep getting as much of this moved so that I can rebuild my ramp. So this little platform definitely makes things easier to control. And actually, I just realized I just said I needed to restart some of those smelters, and I didn't do it. So I need to come here, grab all of the gold and diamonds and rubies, silicon, so that I can get that all crafting. Takes quite a while, so I like to get it going ahead of time. A trommel is what that's called. There we go. So we got plenty of iron ore again from this deposit. It has definitely been paying the bills. Got some more lithium and aluminum. I don't think that I got any gravel, so there shouldn't be anything down here at all. Nah, that's what I thought. Okay, there might be something in this one though. Nope. So let's head on down over here. And then basically I usually just start here at the beginning. And I know you can't really see this too well, uh, but I just start as many gold bars as I have materials for usually, and then move on to the next. Looks like this one's iron. So we type in 999 and do the same. And we just get these things cooking away while we're digging. So that every time I stop to check and see what I got, there's another massive amount done. So let's grab the iron ore from that first stack. We maxed out this one as well. And then, you know what I can do? Eh, what I was gonna say is if I was to go to scene 4, no, nah, I'll do it a different time. I was gonna make it that there's a little window, that it's just like a cutout, to where you can see what I'm doing over here, which I'll do it, just I'm not gonna make you guys watch me stretch a screen around and try to make it work. So, I did not grab. Why the hell do I have a bunch of alarms going off all of a sudden? Apparently, I had a bunch of alarms set for 2 o'clock for some unknown reason. Um, don't know. So now, just the same thing over and over. And actually, this looks like I was making aluminum in this one, not iron. So max out that one. This one's iron again. Not exactly sure why I jumped out of order, but it is what it is. Each one of these can make about 5,000, um, but not all at once. It makes one every uh, second or two. Oh, maybe not. How long does it take? I'm trying to watch the little timer. Every 5 or 6 seconds it looks like it makes a bar. And then got 5,000 to make. It's gonna be busy for a while, that's for sure. Oh, let's get these going here. That one's maxed out as well. Well, this one's got nothing going at all. So let's get as many as we can going here. And I've run out of iron, which is awesome. Now we're down to I do have silicon and lithium that I should have going. And you know what? There's open slots. So when it's done with the iron, it can make the lithium. So do silicon as well. Alright, so that is all set up. Now I just need diamonds and rubies, which I apparently didn't sell. Awesome. That's actually a good thing, because because then that's a lot of money that I forgot about. It was hiding in my bezel delete section over here, so I didn't see it. Make some rubies. And it looks like we still have some more stacks of rubies doing their thing here and here as well. So let's sell off what we got. And then I do have to refill my coal plant so that it doesn't stop powering things. And move my coal over that I grabbed. So I always just try to stay ahead of things so that I don't have to, because like the power modules for the hoppers, you have to climb down here and turn them off and on, and every time that thing dies out, this automatically shuts off, and then you got to return it back on. So that's just what I'm trying to avoid, really. Not the end of the world if I have to, though, so. Ooh, doing a wheelie. But this iron deposit has been really paying the bills. That one looks like it's mostly rock. So it'll actually change the colors. When it's like the rarer material, it takes on the color of the rarer material. And when it's just dirt or pay dirt, it takes on the color of the dirt. So pay dirt, I don't really know how to explain pay dirt, but pay dirt is kind of just like a random, has the chance at gold and rubies and all that junk in it. It's not super good. Like, yeah, it gives you that stuff, but not a ton of it, as to where when you find these darker deposits of iron and that kind of stuff, the minerals are more densely packed into it essentially, and that's why I end up with thousands of iron ore as opposed to only like 1,000 rubies. Um, and I mean, the rubies are, good money, don't get me wrong, but it's nice when you hit one of these iron deposits and get these big buckets full of iron as well. And then once we get to a certain point, I will try to drop this deck down again and do some more digging and just keep doing that until I can build the ramp the way I want it. Clear out this corner over here by the power box. Oop, jeez. Got a little wobbly there. Keep forgetting that the joystick doesn't steer the bucket side to side on this one. I still try. Ooh, let's get this thing turned around. Drive around with the bucket up in the air so I don't accidentally catch it on the ground and dig myself to China on accident. Yeah, we're digging to China to avoid the tariffs. So when we get there, we're gonna buy a bunch of blood diamonds and stuff like that. Well, I don't need to buy the blood diamonds. We're just gonna dig it right out of their backyard. And then we're gonna conveyor it back home. And then that way we don't have to pay the tariffs. Fuel is low. Alright, this is one contingency I didn't think about. But luckily, the game's a little cheesy in that aspect of I can just pick up my vehicle and I can run over here to the fuel section and fill it up and then I can drive it back, but there was no way I was getting over that edge. Make it face the right way so I don't even gotta turn around. Come on, a helicopter, fly my truck to me. Oh no. I accidentally just dug in the town. Sorry. I'll put your road back kinda the way it was. I'm not sure, but I kinda think picking up the vehicle and putting it back down might have gave it a full tank of gas, but I'm not, because like as soon as it got in it said max. Ugh. Leroy! Yeah, it worked. Oh, come on. Get in there. There we go. I think we're almost level, which means that it might be time to start digging down again so that I can get the next set of blocks in. Oh shit. I thought I was gonna miss. I might have a little bit, because I was wobbling pretty good there. Get this bucket angled down, and we're gonna start going down. Nice. Good old bucket of iron here. Far so good. It is staying pretty smooth now that I got this platform. Anywhere I can go down a little bit, I'm going to. Just gives me more room to build when it comes time. and gives me more money, money, money. Ooh, a little bit too far. I always try to knock down the floaters and stuff so it'll be on the ground and then I can pick it up from the ground. Uh, but if I don't, there's a chance that it ends up like those random ones up there and just floating in oblivion forever. Alright, starting to get a little too steep, too fast, so I need to slow down on that side and start digging somewhere else. If I get to the point where I can't get back out, then there's no point in doing the dig. Oh no, don't tip. Ooh. Oh shit. I thought I was gonna fall off the platform. I did find out though, that when I was doing that nuke project, that if you're inside of the vehicle and say rescue me, it launches you across the map, like just freaking whole vehicle flying through the air, and then you just land some random place, and it's like impossible to get back to where you're supposed to be. I mean, obviously you can just recall the vehicle then to your inventory and then say rescue me by yourself and you still have your vehicle and stuff. But like if you were trying to do full realism to where you never pick up your vehicle like that, I mean, I guess you probably wouldn't be doing the rescue me thing either, would you? But should you have to, be careful. It will launch you. Actually, we are at the 30-minute mark. I'm curious if it'll do it right now. Let's rescue me. Sure, I want to be rescued. Yeehaw! All right, well, we'll end the episode with that. Yeah, if you're in the stream, hold on tight. YouTube land. Until next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.